know, for me, I'm addicted to decorating shows and rehab shows and things like that. And one thing I always saw was the designer would come up with this great design and the builder would say, no, you can't do that. And so the integration of the design build meant that there were going to be no promises made that could not be kept, because we knew that you guys worked together on the whole thing.
And because it's a one-stop shop, if you will, you don't run into the problem of something being designed or looking like or feeling like it's being designed by committee. And I think that's really stands in the way of a lot of great project ideas, that as things get passed from person to person to person, the original concept can get lost. And there's none of that with Novell. I mean, you are talking with the people who are going to be making it happen, so there's a direct line of communication and a direct line from concept to build, which is brilliant. I think that's the way it should be done.
There's also, when we were talking with other builders specifically about building the laneway, one feeling I got from more than one was they build the laneway and it's their laneway house. So you might ask for a few finishes changed and things like that, but no, they were going to be the drivers of this whole thing. And with Novell, we never felt that. We always felt that we were part of the design process. We were part of everything. There was going to be no design that we weren't in on and comfortable with, and there was never going to be kind of a top down, we know best, you're going to have to go with what we say. We really felt comfortable with that. Some of them had preset plans, some of them were
totally prefabricated, and others were partially prefabricated. And
some of them would design it from the ground up, but we didn't really feel comfortable with them. Like I said, it seemed like they were kind of going to be driving it, because they have a fantastic portfolio, and you just got a feeling that if you wanted to say, well, I'd like it sort of like that one, they would say, no, it's got to be completely different. But no, most of the people we talked to were design build, but I did feel, really comfortable with the whole Novell team and the trades that you were bringing in. And we knew that everything was going to be done. We never had to worry about a thing. Yeah. Like, even when we picked out these lights, we knew that the lights would be installed just the way we wanted. And we could bring in as much as we wanted, in the way of lights and things like that. And they would all be integrated, and everything was going to be done well, and we could be really comfortable. We were really happy that if we ever felt uncomfortable about something, that we knew we could go to you guys. Yeah. And if we ever felt like, I think actually a couple of times we did feel that something came up and we weren't sure that this was going to turn out exactly the way we wanted to, and we just mentioned it, and then we were assured that no, this was just a step on the way to where everything would be perfectly done for us. So we never felt like we were bothering you or getting in the way or anything like that. Like, we always felt like we could go to you at any time, ask any questions, and they'd always be answered.
We wanted to feel that we were working with a company that had our family's best interests at heart.